Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the sequel trilogy. This is Mike Zira here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 will be bringing us 7 new characters, actually now 8 characters, into the overall plot of this film, as well as returning characters such as Rey, Kylo Ren, Finn, Maz Kanata, and even Poe Dameron. As far as the legacy character goes, we have as well Luke Skywalker, Leia, Lando, and Chewbacca. Now, looking at everything else here, a lot of people have been wondering about Supreme Leader Snoke. We do know that Andy Serkis actually canceled his appearance at Keystone Comic-Con in Philadelphia for a scheduling conflict with a big project that required motion capture. Now, as of right now on his IMDb, he's all done with all of his projects, and this is really raising a lot of questions on whether or not he is coming back as Supreme Leader Snoke. Now, these past couple of months or so, we've been going over some of the concept art and storyboard descriptions, one of which has all to do with Supreme Leader Snoke and Emperor Palpatine, which could very well be a way of J.J. Abrams combining both prequel trilogy continuity and sequel trilogy content. Specifically, a description of Snoke standing in front of a life-size hologram of Emperor Palpatine. Palpatine's hand is going out to Snoke. Above the Emperor's hand is a map of an unknown star system. One of the planets expands over the Emperor's hand in front of Snoke before the hologram ends. So, I want to actually go over a couple of points here that really interest me heavily. Now, we do know that in the Aftermath books, I don't know if you guys read them, Jakku is a major part of that. We do know that Emperor Palpatine had a huge interest in that planet, not only for himself and the Empire, but also some other secrets that are still not entirely explained. We do know that Palpatine has sensed Snoke before in the past. He actually sensed a dark side presence in the unknown regions, and that is exactly where Snoke resided before the events of the sequel trilogy. So, why would Snoke have this hologram of Emperor Palpatine, and why would he need it? Now, this is obviously a flashback sequence, and we do know that apparently it is rumored that Ed Harris would be portraying a younger version of Snoke in this movie. If not, it could very well be Andy Serkis once again. Now, looking at this, alright, why would he have a hologram of Palpatine? Especially a hologram of Palpatine sending out a message, not just to Snoke specifically, but to a majority of people that are associated with the Empire. Why would Emperor Palpatine, alright, be mapping out this solar system, or this star system, right? And focusing on one specific planet. Now, it's not described as being Jakku, we're not quite sure about that just yet, but Snoke has information from Emperor Palpatine himself. This could also be very well be as to how Snoke learned about the whole entire sequence between both Luke, Vader, and Palpatine on board of the Death Star 2 when the father was unable to kill the son. A lot of people have been wondering exactly how did Snoke know about that? Sure, he could have felt it, sure, he could have sensed it through the Force, but I feel like that he would have had to have some physical evidence where he can actually see visually of what actually happened. So maybe he has all of these logs, heck, maybe he has a hologram, or a holocron, I should say, that belonged to Emperor Palpatine, and he learned a whole lot about that character. So, it seems as though that they're trying to toy around with the idea of bringing Emperor Palpatine into Star Wars Episode 9 in a way that'll really work with our sequel trilogy characters such as Kylo Ren, Rey, and even Supreme Leader Snoke. We do know that Andy Serkis has said before in the past that he knows Snoke's backstory, and that the reason why they kept it a secret in The Last Jedi is in case they wanted to tell more about it in the future, whether it be a future movie or a trilogy before the events of the sequels, etc. So Emperor Palpatine, if he does come back into the finalized version of the movie, hopefully it makes it past the storyboard and concept art stage and actually gets on film, where we, the audience, can see this actually happening. I honestly would love it. I think this is the best way to bring Snoke back, is to tell us exactly how Snoke is so in tune with everything that has happened before in the past. So, I gotta say one more thing here. Where are these holograms? Where are these holograms that belong to Snoke? Now, this could also fit directly with what we discussed a couple of days ago about Kylo Ren having holograms of Emperor Palpatine. Maybe he took them from Snoke's throne room, for all we know. A lot of things seem to be intertwined here with the prequels, the originals, and the sequels, and that is something that I think J.J. Abrams is really trying to take into account here. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.